Welcome back to All Again, and in this video we're going to be reviewing Metallica's latest album, 72 Seasons. So let's jump straight in here. It was released last year, 2023, 11th studio album by the band. Album sales to date, equivalent of just over 1 million units, but still very hard to tell because most of that will be equivalent streaming. So it's got to number 1 in over 20 countries, including the US, the UK, Ireland, Australia, Canada, France, Germany, Sweden, etc, etc, etc. The label it was released through was Blackened, which is Metallica's own label, and it won an award for Best Metal Performance of the song 72 Seasons. So, produced by Greg Fidelman with Hetfield and Ulrich, so very much a cozy arrangement there with Metallica. They've got their own label, they've got their own producer, and they've got their own studio. So it was recorded at Metallica HQ in San Rafael, California. So very insular. The band lineup for this one was James Hetfield on rhythm guitar and vocals, Kirk Hammett on lead guitar, Lars Ulrich on drums, and Robert Trujillo on bass. The standout tracks on this album for me are 72 Seasons, Screaming Suicide, Lux Eterna, and If Darkness Had a Sun. And the album is 77 minutes long in total, and it spans over 12 tracks. So overall, I think this is a strong album. I think it's probably the strongest album, maybe with the exception of Death Magnetic, that Metallica have released since the 1990s. I suppose in terms of style, it's definitely a thrash metal album, but it's got some great grooves, some great riffs in it as well. A lot of blues guitar, lead guitar, fast lead guitar stuff from Kirk Hammett. The drums sound amazing. I don't know how much of that Lars is actually playing himself or how much help he's getting from software programs, but they do sound fantastic in this. The riffs sound amazing. James's voice is class in this one. I think it's a much more exciting album than the last release, Hardwired to Self-Destruct. So just in terms of the packaging of this one, so it's a CD, so it's obviously in a digipack, which I'm not so fond of. So you've got the sleeve, which pulls out like this, so Hetfield's trapped behind bars there, and then the sleeve pulls out and you can see Hetfield there. So you don't have a track listing on the back of the album, which I dislike, because if you're listening to the album, you need to open it up to get the track listing. So as you can see there, you've got Hetfield here, and it opens up like this. It's a bit of a mess. So Hetfield, then it opens up to Lars Ulrich, and then to Kirk Hammett, and then to Robert Trujillo, if I can get it opened, and then it opens down, and that's the track listing there. Very inconvenient. So if you're listening to this and you just want to have it on in the background, but you want to reference what track you're listening to, you need to constantly go back to this, and it's so big that it's just in the way when it's sitting like that. Don't like that, to be honest. And the CD's in there. I think the color scheme is pretty cool, but I would have preferred if they released it on a jewel case. And then you've got the liner notes here, which just sit on top of the CD. So again, not great. And then you've got the lyrics and the credits on the album on the back. So yeah, not a great packaging, but it is a very good album. And to be honest, I think Metallica at the moment, they really have nothing to prove as a metal band, but it's great that they still release new and fresh music, and it's not complete rubbish, because there's a lot of bands out there who are still releasing albums, but it's pure crap, and I don't think Metallica are still releasing crap. Like, if you compare it to their earlier stuff, it doesn't stand up to that as well, I don't think. But at the end of the day, these guys are in their 60s now, most of them. So, you know, you have to appreciate. It's great that they're still touring, great that they're still making music and still alive. And yeah, long live Metallica. Okay, so talk to you in the next one.